and today I'm doing a magic trick. This is known as the Archangel's deck, made by no one else but Bicycle. And this is a trick. I really haven't made a name for it, but it's a pretty cool trick overall. If someone else has made it and you've seen it, just tell me. I made this myself, honestly, but there could have been someone else. So, what I do is here's the presentation, right? I show you the cards. There's no definite order, right? Alright. So then I'd say, pick a card. So let's say you picked that card. So I'm not going to look. And then look at your card, right? Got your card. I look back, right? Now, this is about middle of the deck, right? Give or take a few cards. You put it in the middle of the deck, and I'd say cut as much as you want. So I'm just going to cut it a lot. So then I'm going to make a prediction of your card. You know what? You can cut as much as you want, really. The card just doesn't really matter where the card is in the deck. Okay, so when I make my prediction, I put on top of my deck, of the deck, sorry. Right? So then I would say, let's let this focus for a second. Is this your card? And you'd probably say no, right? Queen of Clubs, okay. So I'm going to take the Queen of Clubs, and I'd put it in your pocket. So let's say that's your pocket. I'm not going to touch it. So I said Queen of Clubs, now you'd say your card, right? I don't know what the card is, so I'm not going to say it. So I'm just going to automatically do a magical gesture. Queen of Clubs jumps to the top of the deck, and then hopefully, I look back at footage, this is your card. Now, onto the tutorial part. Honestly, there isn't any definite order, honestly. It's a genuine bicycle deck, and there's really one thing that you need to know, and that's the double lift. My double lift, I usually like to fan through the cards, and then hold my thumb, and kind of do this, right? So I hold my thumb and my index, and it holds it really tight, and it's really useful, especially if you're just picking it up and placing it back down. So, really, first, you definitely want to show the spectators the cards. Make sure that they know that's completely not really rigged, right? So, then you'd say, pick a card. Let's say they take forever and say that card. So, it's the Five of Hearts, right? So we're just going to do it for the presentation. With the Five of Hearts, right? You're going to take, while they're looking at it, you're going to take about half the deck. And you're going to peek at that top card. So this top card is the Eight of Hearts, right? And you're going to kind of hold it. It really doesn't matter when you peek, just make sure you remember that card in your mind. So when you say, okay, now put your card, they say this is about middle, you can or you cannot. It doesn't really matter. And then you put the Five of Hearts, or whatever card it is, onto there, and then put the packet with the Ace of Hearts on the bottom on top. So right now what you're seeing is about middle of the deck, you're going to remember the Ace of Hearts. Right now you're going to see the Ace of Hearts. Now the Five of Hearts is right below it because we put it on top, right? So now you can say cut as much as you want. So really, they can cut as much as they want, as long as it's a regular cut. Right? I'll come back to some special situations later when the cut is, there's a certain situation that something can happen, right? And then I'll tell you how to do that part. So, the card's totally lost, right? Not really. So you're going to say predict a card. So I just went back and looked for the top card of the deck. or the card that I remembered, but this time it's the Ace of Hearts. So I wouldn't know that was the Five of Hearts if this is the real trick. But I'm just going to fan through the cards, and there it is. Ace of Hearts and Five of Hearts right below it. You always look at the card. You always pick the card below the card that you remembered. So you take that card, put it to the top of the deck. This is when you do the double lift. You have the Five of Hearts, but you want to show it not the Five of Hearts. The second card right now is the Nine of Diamonds. So you double lift the Nine of Diamonds. Say, is this your card? They'd say no. You put on the two cards, you put them on the bottom or on top of the deck. Then you take the actual five, and make sure they don't see it, and put it in their pocket. Tell them to hold the card over their hand, usually. Make sure that they don't feel any movement. They think that it's the Nine of Diamonds, but it's really the Five of Hearts. Nine of Diamonds is the top of the deck. So now, you just make... Really? It doesn't matter. Just make a magical gesture. I like to do that deck flip. And then you show that the Nine of Diamonds, which was that, is now on the top of the deck. And then they reveal their card. Okay. So there's one special situation that I really think of a lot. So let's say they picked just the king, right? And we're gonna go to the queen. That's easy to remember. King of Hearts and the queen. When they cut, and let's say they cut, and then you end up seeing your card at the bottom of the deck that you picked. Now that's actually lucky, and that's actually what happened in the presentation. So I cut again because I wanted to show you this special